Hi, this is Deborah from Dinglefoot's Scrapbooking, and this week I have a nice bright summer-like card. And I got some paper here. This was, I think, Die Cuts with a View. I think it was Nana's Kids from that collection. But I just wanted some really nice bright colors. You can use whatever you want, of course. And then I have 3 ribbons, and all I was trying to do was just pull some colors from the paper that I had. So I have a peach kind of ribbon, a blue one, and kind of a beige ribbon. And then I have this doily, and I cut it in half. This was a 5-inch doily, so instead of my card being 5.5 inches wide, I cut it down to 5, just so that it would not be wider than my doily there. So I have that. I have a flower that also kind of matches everything, and then I have some twine. So to put this card together, we're going to start with the ribbons. If you can see, I cut each ribbon in a different length. So my widest one is the longest, and then this one's a little shorter, and this one's the shortest yet. And I'm going to be taking my scissors and making a V-cut in the bottom of each of those, and there's a very easy way to do it. Just take your ribbon and fold it with this front side out. So you actually want these wrong sides together. So once it's folded in half, then you're just going to take your scissors and start at the outside edge. So I want to make sure we don't start on this inside edge where the fold is, like I was going to do. We want to start on the outside edge and just make a slanted cut in, and then you'll have a nice V in the bottom of your ribbon. So I'm going to do each one like that. So we want to fold the wrong sides together and then cut where these 2 edges meet. Do not cut on the fold. I've done that so many times and messed it up accidentally, so make sure those are right like that. Have a nice V there. And these don't have to be exact. I'm just giving these a little cut, and I'm not measuring anything. I'm not making them the same. We're just going to make our little cut and be done with it. So there we have a nice little tail on each ribbon. And now I'm just going to start in the middle, towards the middle here. It doesn't matter whichever way you want to place your ribbons. And I'm actually going to just put some adhesive on the top part of my ribbons. Just something to stick them fast to the card. So I'll put this one right here. And then I think the blue one, I'll just lay it over the edge a little bit. Need to straighten this out at the top. I didn't cut it quite straight. Again, just put a little score tape right at the top there. And just place that a little bit over the top of the other one. Same thing with this one. And I think I'll just put that kind of over the top of the other one a little bit. So we just have the nice little ribbon decoration on the front of our card. And next I'm going to put the doily on. Now if you have a doily like this, you can carefully try to put some glue in these spots in between if you want, or maybe the best option is a spray adhesive. So I have some Easy Tack adhesive, I think it's called, and I'm just going to spray a little bit of that on the back of this. And I think since I didn't notice that my doily came down so far, I think I'm going to trim a little bit more over my doily. I don't want it covering up my ribbons. So before I put the adhesive on that, I'm going to just trim a little bit off the top there. And I will glue that to my card, and then I'll be right back. To finish off my card, I'm going to take my twine, and I want a nice end here so I have something to work with, so maybe 6 inches or so. And this is going to have an accent, a little twine accent on the inside also. So we're just going to place this twine underneath the card, and I'm going to wrap it around. I think 2 times should be good. And then we'll just push it up to the top and try to tighten it up. And then I had this flower, and what I did was, it had a hole in the middle already, but I cut it just a little bit bigger. What I'm going to try to do is put the twine through the center here and just push the flower down, and then I'm going to cut off a little extra twine here. So I'd rather have too much than not enough here. And what I'm going to try to do is also thread this other piece through that hole. And I'm going to try to tie a little bow in the middle of my flower. And if you don't like the look of something like that, what you could do is just tie your twine off underneath here and then place your flower on top and just put a little button center or whatever you would like on it. So I still want this twine tight, but I don't want to damage the flower. So just pull very gently. So now I think I can tie my little bow right in the middle. That would actually be cute with a button in it too. Even if you just push the twine up through the little holes in the button, that'd be kind of neat. But I'm going to try to get my bow in here instead, just a plain bow. Pull these ends, try to make it tiny. I don't want a great big bow on my little tiny flower. Okay, so it kind of looks like that. I'm going to cut off the ends. And then I think I'm going to put some hot glue underneath this because I don't want it to be just floating around here and my twine falling off and all that. So I'll grab my hot glue here. I'll just put a blob right under there and just make sure it's stuck down. And there we go. This card is finished. Thanks so much for watching.